if you really want to understand how the universe works, how we actually attract things, how to really manifest without all the extra work, some people, a lot of people really make things a lot harder than they need to be. And that is why a lot of people remain stuck for months, even years, because they are too much focused on techniques and things outside of themselves, while actually it is so simple. Okay, so I want you to remember this one line, okay, one statement, and this explains exactly how karma and manifestation works. And it's this: what you put out is what you get back. It's that simple. The energy that you radiate must come back to you, okay, in whatever way that is equivalent to the frequency, the vibrations that you have signaled out into the universe. So this can be in physical form or in whatever way, okay? So that is why it doesn't matter what techniques you do, okay, in order to manifest something, because you are the technique. Okay, so it's really that simple. Okay, you have to really become the person. Okay, you have to embody the energy before you actually see the physical evidence. And until you do that, nothing is really going to change in your life. Okay, you might experience some manifestations here and there, but until you realize that you have to become what you want in vibrational form before you see the physical equivalent. Okay, personally, I think that the manifestation community is quite toxic. Okay, like there are some manifestation teachers, and even though they are good teachers, right, and they have a lot of knowledge, but they keep putting out the same kind of knowledge, or they make things seem so much more difficult than they need to be, right? Like some refer to Bible codes, and they talk about a lot of Bible stories, and that's all interesting. But I don't think we should make things harder than they need to be, and that we need to come up with all these techniques like robotic affirmations. I think those are the worst, because you're not a robot, and it takes a lot of energy from you, okay, to constantly affirm. And the thing is, there's no need to affirm when you are literally all that is. Like, why would you need to affirm something that you already are, right? So it doesn't really make much sense. I mean, yes, affirmations do work, okay, but it can also work the opposite way. When you think that you need to affirm in order to manifest something, and if you don't, then you will miss your manifestation. That may actually block your manifestation, okay, because you're still focused on something outside of you that you think you need in order to get what you want. And truly, everything depends on your energy, okay, the vibrations that you emit out into the universe. What are you telling the universe, right? You have to see it that way. The way you communicate to the universe to get what you want is through the energy that you signal out into the universe. So all you really need to do to get anything you want is to first get your energy right, okay? Energy creates matter. So if you have limiting beliefs in regards to subjects, you may notice that first, you will start to receive smaller manifestations until they build up to bigger things. Okay? But if you keep working on your energy, okay, if you hold the frequency that you want, inevitably it must come to you. Okay? Because the universe is just a mirror of your own energy. So you must hold the frequency no matter what. Okay, but yeah, often this does happen, that you first will receive smaller things. Okay, and this is actually like a test, okay? And this is where the test comes in, okay? Are you gonna respond the same way as you did before, or are you going to respond differently? See, if you've been wanting to manifest money and you win like $20 or euros, with the lottery, but you've wanted to manifest a lot more money, and you respond in a way that is disappointing, you're not grateful, you think that you can't manifest, that um, that you are a failure. Well, guess what's gonna happen, okay? You're gonna keep perpetuating that reality where you are not gonna manifest more money. So you have to see it as um, basically, you know, you getting to bigger and bigger things, okay? You cannot just say that, okay, um, I've manifested this small thing, so that means I'm failing. No, it's just just the beginning basically of where you're going. So you have to be very careful of how you define things, okay? Because it's all a reflection of your own energy. So you have to realize that just because you're manifesting something small doesn't mean the bigger thing isn't coming, okay? So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Sign up for one-on-one coaching with me if you're interested in that, okay? Or check out my websites, where I've written many free articles that you can read. Okay, thank you so much, and bye.